So let's talk about God, right? See, a lot of people they don't really touch on this subject, and a lot of people try to stay away from this subject in general. But I want to really talk about God because I feel as though without God, life is literally purposeless. It would be filled with void, and there would literally be no purpose. There's nothing that's gonna be potent without having God in your life, right? See, a lot of people they try to go around this belief that they know everything, right? See, a lot of humans, you're most likely, if you're a part of this generation, you see it already. You just look around. Just look around you. We have people on TikTok that's scrolling, listening to a bunch of sinful music. They're listening to rappers talking about what drugs they're on, how much alcohol they drank last night, what parties they went, and how much females they had sex with, and stuff like that. And then when you scroll again, they're probably watching females like do sexual dances on TikTok and all of that, right? See, this is what the people that think they run this world, I never try to call them the elites because they're only elite when you call them elite, right? They're only powerful because most of us give them power. Now imagine if we gave them no power and we had God with us, then they wouldn't even be in quote unquote control in the first place, right? See, they think they're in control because they run most of these stuff. They run all of the big companies, they run these platforms, they do all of that, right? And another thing that they also do is they also do satanic worship, right? And their goal in life is basically to make you their minion, to make you their slave, and to take you away from God's side. See, and let's think about it, right? If you wanted to trap, just a random example, let's just say you hate someone. I'm going to just give a random name. Let's just say this person's name is Jonathan, right? A random name. And let's just say you hate Jonathan and your entire goal, like Jonathan, he just disgusts you. You just hate Jonathan, right? He's doing so well. He's getting money. He's on God's side. He's doing all of that. But let's just say you're the complete opposite. You don't believe in any of that, right? You're the complete opposite. You just believe in laziness, depression, and the complete opposite of good. So you're someone that's evil, right? And let's just say if you wanted to change Jonathan from being so good and happy all the time into someone like you want to change Jonathan to be evil. You want him to stop praying. You want him to stop take care of himself, right? How would you do it? Would you do it by actually forcing him to be evil? Or would you actually disguise evil as good? Seeing that he believes in good and he believes in positivity and he believes in God, then how about for you to actually trap him? Why wouldn't you actually disguise evil as good? Right? Now that should make you think. If you're someone that's intelligent, that right there should sink deep. Because this is exactly what they do to us. See, they describe the evil as good. They bring it in the form of good because they bring it in the form of good, you now are going to automatically assume that, okay, it's good. And then once you fall for the trap, then you're trapped, right? And the best way to trap someone is by trapping them to a point where they actually believe that the trap is something that's good for them. See, right now, if you believe that eating chocolate bars and eating Snickers wasn't gonna make you fat, then what would you do? You would actually eat Snickers till you freaking die, right? Because you don't believe that it'll make you fat. Now, if you genuinely believe that, okay, eating Snickers will make me fat, then the mindset goes on. You're going to eat a Snickers bar, and then you're going to feel like shit. You're going to say, nah, if I keep eating this, I'm going to get fat, I'm going to gain weight. So I'm going to cut out eating Snickers, right? I could guarantee you right now that the mind, right, life is 90% mental, 10% physical. See, that's a big quote right there, but it's actually true to a big extent. Everything is actually all the mind. Barely anything is ever physical anymore. The attack is on the mind. See, if I could control a man's mind, then it doesn't even matter what his body is, right? A man could be so strong and mighty and everything, but if I could control his mind, then his strong, mighty body means nothing. It means absolutely nothing, right? And this is the same thing in everything. This is why your mentality is actually what's going to bring you something in life. Your mentality is actually what brings you closer to God. It's not your physicality, right? Because what does the physical do? All the physical wants. Actually, I would go to say that the physical is actually part of the reason why you stray away from God, right? See, your physicality is what gives you the desire to go party. It's what gives you the desire to be sinful. It gives you the cravings to go eat bad food. Your own body gives you the cravings to go eat bad food. Your own body gives you the cravings to go do something that's sinful, to go drink that alcohol, to go party, to go be promiscuous, right? To go, just be having sex with everybody and stuff like that. Those are your physical desires. Those are the desires of the carnal mind, right? But when it comes to the mentality, right, if your mind is strong, then it doesn't matter what your physical thinks. Because when you start craving going parties, when you start craving that, you know what, I just want to go out there and just, be free, quote unquote free, and just have sex with everyone and stuff like that, and you have a strong mind, then you'll say, no, I believe in God, and I will not do that. I refuse to drink alcohol. I refuse to smoke. I'm going to go pray right now, right? Those are the thoughts that you're going to have when you have a strong mind, right? So it doesn't matter what the physical thinks. Stop thinking that life is physical. Everything is 90% mental, right? Life is just 10%. It's just the 10%, right? So I want to make this video very clear in what point I'm trying to make, right? So I was going to make the point that a lot of us, we have this belief that we know everything, right? We start to believe nowadays that we know more than God, which is completely false, right? See, a lot of people, they believe in, but I want to be free and I want freedom. See, this is what the Matrix has done to us, right? They convince us that us going away from God is actually going to bring us good. See, this is exactly what I say. They disguise good as evil, right? No, they disguise evil as good, right? Basically. So what they do is they tell you that, okay, so you want to be free? Then stop praying and just go out. Do the exact opposite of what any holy book says. Do the complete opposite of that. Do the complete opposite of what God says, right? So don't pray anymore. Just go out and party and have fun and, hang out with the wrong kinds of people. Do drugs. What's gonna happen? Nothing bad is gonna happen to you, right? You're actually gonna experience freedom. And then what happens to most people that are mentally and spiritually weak, they fall to the carnal mind. See, so they begin to go out. They go party. They do all of this. They listen to all these sinful music. They scroll on TikTok. They do all of this, right? And then what tends to happen? They stray further and further away from God. And what happens is they lose spirituality and they come closer to physicality. See, so they begin to be more physical, right? And what does that mean? They begin to act only on their desires strictly. And what happens is they actually do get a sense of freedom. And that's the sad thing. They actually do experience that freedom that was promised to them, right? By the devil himself. They do experience that freedom. So they have freedom to go have sex with whoever they want, as much as they want. They have freedom to take drugs whenever they feel like it. They have freedom to go be fat and be lazy whenever they feel like it. But what's the downside of that? What's the consequence? When you compare the pros with the cons, what's the scale, right? So a lot of people, right, they believe, or they tend to forget that this physical world means nothing, and this is just nothing but an illusion, right? The real goal is actually what's in the hereafter. It's not in this life. That's not the goal. See, this life is gonna be full of sorrow, it's gonna be full of pain, stress, and all of that, right? But it's not gonna last forever, especially when you have God on your side, right? It's not gonna last forever. I'm not trying to be this big motivational person that's gonna tell you, oh, go pray and all of that, right? But the whole goal of it is to bring this message to you, right? And I'm someone that believes in free will. So it's up to you. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna take this answer? It's like Neo, right? It's like Neo and Morpheus with the blue pill and the red pill. Are you gonna take the blue pill and continue following your desires and continue having as much drugs and alcohol as you want, continue going out and partying and having fun, quote unquote fun, quote unquote freedom and all of that? Or are you going to take the red pill and actually say, you know what, F all of that, I love God and I'm going to stay strong on God's side. Forget what the devil tempts me with. I'm going to stay strong on God's side, and I'm not going to indulge in alcohol. I'm not going to indulge in all of that party and all of that. I'm going to just continue praying. I don't care if it makes me seem socially awkward. I don't care if it makes me lose quote unquote friends, because your friends, if they were your real friends, they would actually love you for appreciating God, and they would actually love you even more and respect you even more by you taking time for yourself to upgrade your spirituality and to upgrade your connection with God. They would more that they I don't care, bro. In my eyes, if any one of my friends were to come to me right now and say, bro, I'm going to take this entire year, and let's just say they're genuinely serious, right? And they say, okay, bro, I'm going to take this entire year, 2024, and all I'm going to do is pray. I'm just going to pray all day and just be in my room, just reading scriptures and praying all day and fasting and cleansing out my body and all of the toxic evilness from my body, right? And they're gonna, if that's what they tell me that they're gonna do, I'm gonna say, bro, don't even bother to call me. Don't even bother to check up on me. All I want for you to do is stay focused and do that, bro. Just do that. You stay focused, stay in your room, and continue praying every day and do what you said you would do. That's my answer. I'm not gonna tell them, oh, but check up on me and call me. No, fuck all that, right? Love God and put God first. Then you can worry about your friends and all of that. And that's the genuine answer I'd actually give them. I'd say, well, bro, I'm not going to see you for the entire, what it looks like, I'm not going to hear from you for the rest of the year then. And you know what? I actually appreciate that, because to me, at least I know that you're going to be in that room praying all day. If anything, I might actually get motivated as hell. I might actually say, well, you know what? If you're going to do it, I'm going to do it with you. Let's both go in that room and pray together all day. You know what I mean? And this is the type of vibes that everybody needs. This is the type of people that everyone needs around them. But the sad reality is that there's always going to be an equal force or an opposite, right? There's always going to be an opposite. So with good, there must be evil for good to even be a thing. Let me ask you this philosophical question. If up didn't exist, would you know what down was? Right? No, you wouldn't. Because what would be down if there was nothing called up? There would just be nothing, right? It would just be. There would be no up, there would be no down. If there was no right, would you know what left is? No, because there wouldn't be such thing as left. It would just be as is. So if there was no such thing as evil, would you know what good is? And if there was no such thing as good, would you even know what evil was? Exactly. And that shit, I'm going to leave the video right here. That should have you thinking. And with that being said, peace. For what I want you to take from this video, I know I'm extremely tired, and maybe my voice and my wording and everything isn't on point in this video, right? It's because I'm tired, but I still refuse to miss a day. I still stand strong by bringing a message, right? And this is one of the best messages that I could bring, something about God. So what I want you to take from this video is I want you to start praying every single day, multiple times every single day, right? And I want you to also, if you're addicted to alcohol or if you're taking any form of drugs and you're having sex or anything, I want you to just limit it, right? See, when I tell you to stop, it's going to be impossible for you to stop because it feels good and you're addicted to it. So how about you just limit it? So if you drink alcohol 5 times a day, then how about you start drinking it 3 times a day? And then eventually, when that becomes easy, drink it 2 times a day, then 1 time a day. Then eventually, you'll be able to be drinking 0 times a day. It takes a long time, and God alone knows your heart. And with that being said, peace.